Happy Manic Monday. How's it going? You ready to start the new work week? I don't know if I am, but here we are. So we're just going to get right into it and see what's going on for the day, the week, whatever, and just go with the flow. All right. So I'm going to do something that I don't typically do in my videos because I'm all about free will. You can stay, you can go. It's your life. Do whatever you want. With that little footnote to the video, I would also like to remind everyone that this might not be your reading. And if that's the case, totally fine. There might be just a sentence in here that's for you. There might not be anything in here that's for you. That's okay. Not every reading is meant for everybody. Please be conscientious that this is a general reading for the masses, for the collective, and it's a collective that I myself am a part of. All of my readings almost always pertain specifically to me, but not just me, because I know that I am one of literally billions of people on this planet, in this reality, in this timeline, that is experiencing life as a human. So with all of that, use your best discernment, use your best judgment. Please know and understand that, again, I am reading for billions of people. When this message finds you, it might be for you, it might not. Both of those are okay. So, with all of that in mind, here we go. Again, it's a manic Monday, so bear with me, folks. Okay, this is a big one. So, one of two things, either the ships are rolling in or they're rolling out. A lot of people in power, and the reason why I always quote that is because I don't believe them to be in power. It's a false sense of power. For example, politicians, they are voted into their seats by the masses, by we the people. Okay, we are putting them into their seats of power. So that said, we both giveth and we can taketh away. That's going to be another video. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole today. Where I was going with this is these people in seats of power are trying to snow you into thinking that there's not enough of anything to go around. Money is lacking, food is lacking, resource as a whole are lacking. They are wrong. Would you like to know how I know? Because even though it's a rainy day today, I know I can go out into my backyard and start planting fruits and vegetables. I can go out and buy chickens to start producing my own eggs and my own meat birds. Resources are not lacking. I have just reset my brain away from mass mentality. I would strongly encourage you to do that too. During COVID, the universe hit the reset button. Pestilence came in to clear a lot of the board. Yes, we lost a lot of great people. More of us, myself included, started to experience severe symptoms that are now chronic for the rest of their lives. Hi, again, me included. But with that, my mind, my mentality was reset to remind myself that I can grow my own food. I don't have to rely on everybody. Now, yes, I still need to go to work every day. I still need to bring in a source of income because I'm going to level with you. I'm not going to grow my own wheat and harvest it down to mill and grind down my own flour. I will be going to the store for certain things. I'm a human. I need medical attention from time to time. So do my kids. They need things so they can just experience a fun human life. Shoot, I want to go take my kids out to the movies later today. That requires money. All of that said, I have had to learn how to reset my mind to detach from the mass mentality. I personally, I can't subscribe to a hive mentality. Not my thing. I'm very much a lone wolf when it comes to that. I'm very much an individual. If you can, if that's your way of being, I respect that. But here's the but. Be conscientious of what you're subscribing to, okay? Because you will easily be just taken and drugged down that rabbit hole. And with that, you can become food for another source, okay? Be aware of your surroundings, and most certainly be aware of those that you're bringing into your inner circle. That's why the Page of Cups is upside down. Because these seats of power are trying to convince you just to go with the flow, not to listen to your neighbor, not to listen to the masses. What do you think the TikTok ban has been about? It's not been about US safety. That app is what fueled me to buy my LLC and start my business. And I know I'm not the only one when it comes to that. That app has helped me to connect to literally thousands of people. And for others, it's been hundreds of thousands, millions. And with that, we have all collectively shared our knowledge. We're still lone wolves in the sense of we don't subscribe to hive mentality. But we're also a pack where we help one another. So don't let anyone convince you otherwise. And note here, it's just a page, okay? This isn't even middle management. This is somebody who claims to be middle management. So these people that are telling you that TikTok's bad, abortions are saving lives, do your research. I'm not going to tell you one way or another, but do your research. That way you can have an informed decision, and make sure you're not researching from just one single source. Go to all the sources, even the ones you don't usually look into, because everything stems from at least one truth. That's when you do want to start to go down some rabbit holes. Okay, why are they saying TikTok's bad? Why are these people saying that abortions kill and they don't save lives? Let's start to educate ourselves, because in the process, we're going to educate those around us too. At the end of the day, a little bit of knowledge goes a really long way. And when they say knowledge is power, that's the truth that it's all stemming from, okay? That's the truth that all of this is stemming from. Knowledge is power. Why do you think in the United States, the government is banning books? I've said this before. Back in the 1940s, short little guy, little teeny tiny stash. He didn't want people to think for themselves either. Look where that got us. History will repeat itself if we, the people, don't stand up for ourselves and for each other, because there are some that aren't able to stand up for themselves. You see here with the 7 of coins, there are coins in amongst the cabbage. That's the old man sharing his knowledge. So the real ones, they want the rest of us to learn to fish, not just to rely on them to do all the fishing for us. They want us to learn how to grow our own food, not just rely on them, because they know that their time is finite, just like ours is. So when they go, they want us to continue to thrive. I'm telling you right now, you need to go out and talk to the elderly. You're going to learn so much from them that you're not going to learn from anywhere else. Let the Queen of Wands inside of you ignite. Let her fire and her passion take over. If you are passionate about women's rights, children's safety, your own rights, trans rights, gay rights, anything, Whatever you're passionate about, speak up. Use your voice. That is a gift. And if you don't have a physical voice that you're comfortable with, if you're not okay being out in a crowd, totally fine. Sign some petitions. Share on your social medias. Do whatever you can to help get the message across, okay? That's what's going to bring in the wealth, guys. Because wealth isn't just money. This is where the wealth is going to stem from. That knowledge. That knowledge is going to help make you money. Be it you start growing some of your own food, you start your own business, you start sharing resources with your neighbors, whatever it is, that is wealth. Wealth, again, wealth is not just money. It's a lot of other stuff too. It's love. It's freedom of being able to wake up in your own bed every single day. Living under your own roof. Yes, I said roof, sorry. Even if you're renting, if you're owning, whatever the case may be, it's your space. Financial freedom, just in the sense of you don't have to rely on others to pay your bills. You'd be surprised. That's a bigger issue than most of society realizes. And sharing. Balance. That's what this is all about. Yes, you need to be able to go to work to pay your bills, but not so much to the point where you don't get a chance to live your life. So make sure you're taking what you need to, but leaving enough behind for others as well. Don't get too cocky about it. Don't just take, and then there's nothing for the next guy. This hoarder mentality, it's got to go, folks. What do you think the media does? It's fear-mongering. It scares the masses into thinking that there's not enough resources to go around for everybody. I refuse to believe that there's not enough food on this planet to feed every single human being that's on it. Will things start to get scarce if we're not careful? Absolutely. But that's if we continue to go down the rabbit hole of wasting everything that we've got, overbuying, overspending, all of it. If we just slow down, start to enjoy life a little bit more, you'd be surprised how much things start to turn around for the better. I realize what I'm saying is going to upset a lot of people. Let me tell you a little something about me. I'm not here to make a whole lot of people happy when I share my opinions. I was gifted with the gift of gab. And believe it or not, according to old Irish folklore, that means I'm able to talk myself out of any situation. That is true. In the meantime, I'm going to piss a lot of people off because they're going to realize, oh shoot, she's right. We were the assholes in this situation. But in doing so, I'm able to get myself out of those situations. That's what I'm encouraging you guys to do too. Get yourself out of these crap situations. Now, again, you might not be in a crap situation. If not, I am super duper happy for you. I hope that you never are ever again. If something were to happen later on down the road, I hope you're able to get yourself out of it. Would you like to know my secret to all of this? Love. Love of self-preservation, love of my children, love of my family, my friends, they're my family too. That love, that's what keeps me going every single day. And let me tell you, there are some days I need to give more love to myself. Some days you're going to need to do that too. Don't let anybody tell you that's not okay. That's not acceptable. Because they're full of shit. take care of yourself, guys. Take care of yourself. If you need to rest today, rest. If you need to eat an extra meal, eat an extra meal. There is no magical specific weight that you need to be. Your body has tacked on that extra weight for a reason. Sure, it could be, a lot of medical stuff going on. I'm not asking for details, but if your body's telling you you're hungry, you might actually be hungry and you might need a solid, nutrition-dense snack or meal, and that's okay. Some days we consume a little extra calories than usual. It happens. So tomorrow, maybe you go for an extra walk outside. If you want to, go for an extra run, whatever the case may be. If you need extra sleep, do not shame yourself into thinking, I have to get up and do. Sure, there are some things that are going to have to be done. Absolutely. But there are some days where you're going to need to lay in bed all day and watch crap TV or on the couch, whatever the case may be. Give yourself the love that you need. If you're with somebody, tell them you need a little extra love and care for the day. Don't be ashamed to ask for that. Speak up for yourself. That's what this whole message is all about. Speak up for yourself and speak up for others who are unable to speak up for themselves. Yesterday we had death card in the middle of the pile. Today we have it at the end. If this isn't your sign that it's time for some shit to end in your life, then I don't know what is. The cycle of toxicity is over. The cycle of hoarding mentality, there aren't enough resources to go around, is over. The universe is changing the game. It's trying to get that nasty, you're not good enough, I'm not good enough, there's not enough for everybody, that mentality to go away. Again, we all have free will. Take whatever you want from this message. I sure hope that what you do take from it is that you need to love and care for yourself a little bit more. You need to love and care for those around you a little bit more. Give back where you can, and don't be afraid to receive whatever it is that you need. All right? And most importantly, the old cycles, they're done. This is why a snake and or other reptiles shed their skin, because they're growing. They literally outgrow the skin that they're living in. So they shed it away. That way they can continue to grow and be healthy. That's what you're doing right now. You are shedding your skin so that because you're growing, you're gaining more knowledge, more self-awareness. And that, my friends, is a very, very beautiful thing. What a message for this Manic Monday, huh?